How's it going, guys? James here from LAGFOREX. Another learn to trade video coming your way. Top 5 tips for beginner traders. So number 1 on our list, that's routine. This is the first thing that I believe you need to master before getting into anything. So it takes 21 days to build a habit, so they say. So if you can stick to this routine for 21 days, the process is going to become autonomous. It'll just be muscle memory from here on out. So the simplest thing to master first is getting up at the same time every day. Make sure you're getting up at an active time within the market. So if you're in Europe, that European session, 7 a.m. Of course, the New York session starts at 12 p.m. So making sure you're up early, getting that European session, and make sure you're still active around that 12 to 3 p.m. On top of this, you really need to learn to manage your time efficiently. When you put in that work, make sure it's quality, good work. You can't have any distractions. Get rid of your phone. For example, I'll typically put my phone on silent, put it on the other side of the room. When you're working, you don't want that distraction. So moving on, this is the biggest misconception in the markets, I would say, is learning. Everybody wants to come in, get rich quick. They see all these advertisements. They think they can make thousands within the first week. That's not true at all. Of course, you have teams out there that provide signals, and this is a great way to make money at the start. But if you really want to learn, this is going to take time. So what I say is spend at least 6 months learning, practice this strategy, master it. There's so many resources out there that we can use, YouTube videos, PDFs, teams like ourselves that offer a lot of knowledge. Make sure that you take advantage of all of this before ever considering using your own funds. Now, why do we stress this? It's because countless people, even ourselves in the past when we got into it, they blow their accounts just due to greed and the need for those fast results that were promised to them at the start. Now, you may see as you're trying to learn, everybody uses a slightly different strategy. Why is this? You have to master one and slightly adapt it to your personality style, your trading strategy. Everybody adapts their strategy so that it's adherable to yourself. If you enjoy it, it's adherable. Take time to go through the markets, backtest this strategy, find out, does it work? Do you have an edge? If so, take it to the demo account, have a couple months of consistent profit, and then you can look at putting some money in. So number 3, risk management. Now, the first thing we say to anybody before ever placing a trade, never risk more than 2% on a trade. Why is this? It's because it would then take 50 consecutive trades for you to blow your account. Now, the simple probability that the market can either go up or down, losing 50 consecutive trades is unfathomable. On top of this, by risking only 2%, it ensures that when a loss does happen, which everybody incurs losses, it doesn't damage our account too heavily. 2% is not a lot whatsoever, considering that typically we'll always make back at least double that. So on a trade, we're looking to make back at least 4%. So once we've won one trade, that means we can now afford to lose 2 and we'll still be at break even. There's a couple of safeguards that we actually use once that trade's running, things that we can do to actually ensure that losses are preventable, such as moving your stop loss to entry. So when we're in a nice bit of profit, typically I will say that when I'm in 1 RR profit, so I'm in 2% profit, I'll move that stop loss to entry. What does this mean? No matter what happens, I will never lose money. So number 4, market analysis. Before you can even think about being profitable, you need to be able to analyze those markets correctly. This is a skill within itself. Before you want to try and make money, you need to learn to analyze the markets, know what you're looking for, and be able to see what does that price action tell us. So we personally here at LAGFOREX, we always do a top down. That means starting on those higher time frames, slowly working down, understanding what price is doing longer term, and then looking for those precise entries to catch those trades. So you've probably all heard the saying, the trend is your friend. Why do we say this? As long as you're on the same side as the current trend, the probability of you being correct is so much higher. Finally, just take pride and take pleasure, enjoy doing a market analysis. If you do, that quality will confer over, and the quality of this analysis is really going to show in your profit. So here we've saved the best till last. Number 5, trading psychology. Now you can master every single other tip that I've thrown your way, but if your psychology isn't in the right place, it does not matter one bit. I always say to myself, never trade when a single emotion is ruling your thought. No matter whether this is positive or negative, the second an emotion is in the forefront of your mind, you cannot make rational and logical decisions. It's going to overwhelm your thoughts. You're going to make impulsive decisions that could hurt you in the long run. This is the one downfall of any good trader, is the psychology. Nobody can ever master this, but every single day you want to learn from your mistakes and try and fine tune this as much as you possibly can. I'd say the main thing that people are affected by is over trading. The second that they lose one trade, they feel the need to make that money back. They start chasing those losses, placing more trades with less analysis, less confluence within it. They lose that again. What happens? They fall deeper into that hole. They want to place even more trades to make that back, and you just fall into a really, really dark place, and it just causes a really, really bad rippling effect. So what's the main quality I would say anybody needs? That's patience. The market sometimes will be untradeable for a full day, a full week. Do not worry, let price come to you. Let the market deliver what you need to see to place a trade. Don't try and force your strategy. Our strategies are there for a reason. We have a set list of parameters and rules that we need to see. Follow that. Keep your edge in the market. If not, it's simply gambling. So this concludes LAGFOREX's top 5 tips for beginner traders. I hope you've learned something from this. I hope the tips that I've gone through are things that you can implement in your trading, and hopefully from there you can become more successful and profit longer term. So if you notice with any of these tips that you're struggling with them yourselves, feel free to contact us personally. We'll be more than happy to go into more depth on how you can overcome these. On top of that, if there's any tips you think I've missed out on, anything you think each other will benefit from, put them in the comments. We'll see which one's the best. The most liked one we will feature in our next Learn to Trade video.